Achievements. Fulfilling, clear, and a bit frustrating. A point-and-click game from 2014 in a joint operation by Daedalic Entertainment and Irresponsible Games. It takes place in San Francisco during the 1950s. You play as a married couple, Joe Lyons, an inmate in Alcatraz, and Christine Lyons, a beat on the outside, both working together to break Joe out of the worst US prison of its time and secure a great stash of wealth that he hid before his imprisonment. I would also say their goal is to reunite, but it gets really weird in the end, so check that out. Pretty much through most of the game you can save scum and go back to do one playthrough, one run, but I always like to experience the game as is first and then go for achievements after. So that's what I did. There's a bunch of achievements you can get just by playing normally, and by the end of it I had pretty much all of them but about 6. The biggest achievement to get is called In Cold Blood. It requires you to kill pretty much everyone in the game where you have the option to do so, and some other sus stuff on the side too.
Give me a taste. I'm married.
I don't care.
To get this achievement, I had to start a whole new run because I missed out on 3 fantasy stabbings that you get to take a part of, which completely threw me off. Just look at this. Oh my gosh.
My wife attends my funeral
What
and
is...
then disappears.
The real wild part is getting them to hate each other. You gotta get Christine to play tug-of-war under the blankets with her ex Dale,
Come inside. It's cozier.
and Joe needs the grapefruit technique from Chiquita.
Sounds like there's a lot of pressure in this pipe.
Which, mind you, Joe's been in prison for under a month, and has the option to immediately fold under no pressure at all. One of the first people I gotta go is Mickey, the mafia goon who betrayed Joe and is after the money that he hid. You do this by taking the ledgers from his safe and his desk, and snitching on him to the mafia, and after that they take him out back and do what they do best. Next is Gaspipe, who you have to kill no matter what. That's just how you progress. Then Mason, who actually treats Joe pretty decent for a prison, even at one point while drunk regretting the fact that he had to put him in solitary confinement and wishing he could do something for him, which he ends up doing. He even mentioned at one point that the whole island would fall apart if Joe died. But out of nowhere during the end, you just have the option to push him over the ledge. You don't have to, you just can. And it's considered revenge for some reason by the achievement. Now don't get me wrong, he's a prison guard in one of the worst prisons in American history. But you have to remember, this is 1954. The fact that he treats Joe like a human at all puts him above a lot of people at the time.
He only talks to whites.
Come on, tar baby!
Anyways, during the final Mexican standoff, which, by the way, there's an image on the Steam store right there. This is like the final moment you can interact with stuff before the ending dialogue, which is really weird. It's like if you put the peak moment before the finale in a movie in the trailer, which some trailers do, but it's still weird. During the shootout, you get everybody killed, and just Christine is left. And if you choose to shoot Joe, you'll get both an achievement for doing so, and also one for icing everybody in the game. If you're here just for the achievements, you can go for this achievement and just save throughout, and then from there, you can get everything. Now that the biggest achievement is out of the way, I'm going to rapid fire through a couple of them. Bushbungers. This requires you to give Valo, which is an inhaler you could buy during the 1950s that's over the counter at any pharmacy, which, by the way, had meth inside. I know. It's kind of crazy. Kind of explains why some boomers are the way they are. Like, imagine walking into a CVS and just picking up meth for like $5. It's kind of messed up. Anyways, after getting some Valo, you give it to one of your beat buddies and he goes off to take care of some monkey business in the bushes with some bum blasters.
Hello, boys.
Join in.
Nah, I got work. Have fun.
An easy achievement you can get is bobby pins. If you click on everything, you'll naturally come across this. Sadly, I missed it on my first run because I didn't go back to the cafe and look under the table where there was a new purse there, containing the bobby. There was one achievement I wanted to get called Cat Spin, which required you to make the cat spin on the record player inside the apartment. But sadly, because I have sticky fingers, I turned it on before saving, and I have to do a whole new playthrough if I wanted to get back to that point again, so I just decided to save it for later. And now for the cursed achievement, 4-star prison. From an outside perspective, it seems real easy. You just go into a hospital room, you fix up a couple stuff, and you're done. I missed this on my first run because when he asked Joe if he's ever killed somebody before, I said no. If you say yes, he tells the doctor he was in the army, and that allows him to do some work around the hospital. All you need is the radiator, the phone, and the gas tank. That's all. If only. If only it was that easy. But once I did all these things, no achievement, no pop-up, no nothing. At first I thought the overlay was broken, so I checked Steam, but nothing again. I reloaded the game. I tried to go back a save, 2 saves, 3 saves. I even got off the island at one point till I did a chunk of the game back to where I was again. I tried not skipping dialogue. I tried doing a different order of the repairs. I fought gas pipes so many times. I'm probably the only human being on this earth who has fought gas pipe the amount of times I did. It took me 2 hours of trying to get this to work. Do you know the mental anguish I received from not seeing the little pop-up, the little sound that plays? Imagine lighting a firework that never goes off, or getting a crack pipe that has no crack in it. It's like, I need the achievements, man. Come on, man. I'll do anything. After 2 hours, I finally remembered my first playthrough, and I reloaded the save back to where I was on the island. I had to do a good chunk of it because I didn't save much during the time, and there I was again, in the hospital room. I tagged the radiator, the phone, and finally the gas tank, and then it happened. I got the achievement. It finally happened. Many busts were had, handshakes around the room for all, in that order. I finally did it. It's finally over. I can turn off the... Wait, there's one more achievement left. Thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate it. I've been wanting to get through my Steam library, and making videos kind of helps give that push to 100% the games I've never played before. So thanks again.